does the title relate to the book?
So that's a great question. That's also a little bit subtle, but I'll work my way through it. So it's about Tommy Wilcox and the liar's paradox. So who's the liar in the book? Do you have any ideas?
Ethan's got an idea.
Pretty sure the liars can be anyone, actually.
Yes.
Since the way the liar's paradox works is that anyone can be the liar, so you can't really trust anyone.
That's true. That's very good.
That's interesting. I thought the liar was Brian. That would have been my guess for the liar.
Good. Very good. So in actual fact, yes, you're right. Lots of people lie in the novel, but the liar who I envisioned as Tommy Wilcox and the liar's paradox, the liar is actually Belial. It's the old man you find at the end. And there's a little hint in there because you know what Tommy calls him? Tommy doesn't call him Mr. Belial. He calls him Mr. B. Liar. Yeah, he actually calls him the liar, Mr. B. Liar, because he always confuses Belial with Beliar.
I love it. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, Tommy gives it away. He calls him Mr. B. Liar. Now, the paradox goes something like this. So in the end, Mr. B. Liar tells everybody that he meddled in history to create this utopia. And because of, he gave Tommy the ring so that he can change the Empress, so the Empress could make reforms to give people emotions back. And all of that will result in a much better utopia for the Earth. And that's what he says at the end. So the paradox is, though, why did he go? But he's also the same person who went to Brian, Reynolds' father, and gave him the money to start Allcom, who ultimately starts the nuclear war. Right. Well, he's creating the paradox, because if he didn't give Brian the money, Reynolds wouldn't have created Allcom, and they wouldn't have had this nuclear war. So that's the paradox right there.
Interesting.
So at the end, I want to leave you with a question as to, well, why did Belial change history? Because it wasn't to create utopia. Because if he did nothing at all and changed nothing, we may or may not have had utopia, but we certainly well, that's kind of the paradox.